Hello friends, welcome to our video on Ashwa old coins. The penny coin, particularly the 1-cent coin in the United States, has had a rich and evolving history. Let's explore the history and geography of the US 1-cent coins minted in 1996 and 2002, focusing on their designs, minting locations, and key historical context. The Elizabeth II 1-penny coin from 2002 is a fascinating piece of British numismatic history. Its design, minting process, and role in both British and global economics offer rich insights. Here's a detailed overview. The 1-penny coin from 2002 was part of a series of coins issued in the UK, marking the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. The design of this coin, like others in its denomination, represents an enduring element of British currency, circulating throughout the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth realms. In 2002, Queen Elizabeth II was in the 50th year of her reign, having ascended to the throne in 1952 following the death of her father, King George VI. The year 2002 also marked the Golden Jubilee of her reign, commemorating 50 years of her sovereignty. Although the coin itself was not specifically issued to mark the Jubilee, the year was a time of widespread national celebrations for the Queen's long reign. The year 2002 marked the early 21st century, a period when the UK economy was undergoing changes due to factors like globalization, the rise of the euro, and the evolution of digital transactions. The penny coin, while not often the subject of high-value transactions, remained a symbol of Britain's long-standing tradition of coinage and had significant sentimental and practical use in daily life. Over time, the British penny has undergone several changes in size, weight, and design. The 2002 version is part of the post-1992 redesign of British coins. Before this date, the penny was larger, but from 1992 onward, a more modern design was adopted, featuring a smaller size and updated imagery. The obverse front of the coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, the same design that had been used since 1998, created by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait shows the Queen facing right, wearing the tiara she typically wore for her official portraits. It also includes the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg F. D 2002, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, 2002. The reverse back of the coin showcases the famous image of the shield of the royal arms. The design, which has been in use since 2008, was created by Matthew Dent. It depicts the royal shield, with the 4 quadrants representing the 4 constituent countries of the United Kingdom: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Each quadrant is represented with a unique emblem: the 3 lions of England, the lion rampant of Scotland, the harp of Ireland, and the Welsh red dragon. Other key features: weight, 3.56 grams. Diameter, 20.32 millimeters. Material, bronze-plated steel, used for coins minted after 1992. Edge, plain, uninscribed. This design has remained popular as it features symbols deeply ingrained in British history and culture. The shield design reflects the heritage of the United Kingdom, while the penny itself is a significant reminder of the continuity and stability of British coinage over the centuries. In 2002, the 1-penny coin was minted by the Royal Mint, the United Kingdom's official coin producer. The Royal Mint, founded over 1,100 years ago, is located in Llantrisant, Wales, and remains one of the oldest mints in the world. The 2002 1-penny coin was struck in bronze-plated steel, a material that was chosen for its durability and cost-effectiveness. Over 2 billion 1-penny coins are typically minted each year in the UK, though the actual number minted in 2002 can vary based on demand and the specific requirements of the economy at the time. At its inception, the penny coin was often used for small transactions, and it remained vital for everyday purchases. However, over time, as inflation increased, the purchasing power of the penny diminished. Despite this, the coin continues to be in use in everyday transactions, particularly in retail, where exact change is required. Coins like the 1-penny have symbolic value, representing a historical legacy more than economic practicality in modern times. In 2002, The 1 penny coin was still widely used, but as a small denomination, it was subject to debates over its continued usefulness. Some economists and policymakers considered discontinuing the coin, as its value had decreased significantly relative to inflation, and it became more expensive to produce than it was worth in circulation. The penny coin remained a regular feature in the UK until its eventual phased-out discussions in later years, though it has not been officially withdrawn as of 2024. Critics of the penny point to the increasing difficulty of handling large numbers of such small-value coins in an era of electronic transactions, while defenders argue that the penny is part of the UK's heritage and should be retained. The 1 penny coin minted in 2002 was a key component of the currency system of the United Kingdom, used across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The coin circulated alongside other British coins, including the 2 pence, 5 pence, 10 pence, and so on. The coins were also part of the British system of pounds and pence, with 100 pennies making £1. Beyond the UK, the coin symbolism holds importance in Commonwealth realms, which were countries that maintained the British monarch as their head of state, such as Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Although the exact design of the penny coin may differ between these nations, they often use similar monetary systems and currency denominations, often with adaptations specific to each country. These nations all have royal mints or national mints responsible for producing their versions of the penny coin. By 2002, the UK, like much of the world, was dealing with economic globalization. The emergence of the euro in many European nations had affected the international standing of the British pound, but British coins like the penny still held great symbolic value in the domestic economy. In global economics, the penny might seem inconsequential, but as part of a larger system of coins and notes, it helped define the small transaction culture in the UK and contributed to the national identity. In 2002, as the UK became an increasingly popular tourist destination, people from around the world would have encountered the penny as part of their daily life in the country. Moreover, collectors of British coins also started seeking rare versions of these pennies, especially those from specific years. Coins like the 2002 1 penny are often collected in sets or used as markers of certain historical periods. The Elizabeth II 1 penny coin from 2002 is not just a small, everyday currency, it is a piece of Britain's extensive history. With its modern design, it reflects both continuity and change in the UK's coinage system. While its monetary value may be modest, its historical, cultural, and symbolic significance continues to make it a treasured part of the British numismatic heritage. As part of the transition into the 21st century, this coin encapsulates the era's economic shifts, cultural transformations, and the continued reverence for the monarchy. The Elizabeth II 1 penny coin from 1996 is a significant part of British numismatic history, reflecting both the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and the various changes that took place in the United Kingdom and its currency system. This coin, like others minted during her reign, is steeped in historical and geographical context. Here is a comprehensive look at the history, geography, and relevant details surrounding this particular coin. The 1 penny coin from 1996 is a piece of British currency that features the profile of Queen Elizabeth II, who was the monarch of the United Kingdom at the time. The coin was minted in copper-plated steel, a material used for pennies in the late 20th century due to its durability and cost-effectiveness. Queen Elizabeth II ascended to the throne in 1952 following the death of her father, King George VI. Her reign, lasting over 6 decades, saw tremendous political, cultural, and economic change within the UK and around the world. She became the longest-reigning monarch in British history. In 1996, Queen Elizabeth II had already been reigning for 44 years, and she was still deeply involved in various royal duties. Her image on the coin had undergone some changes over the years. The effigy of the Queen used for the 1 penny coin in 1996 was the fourth design to appear on British coinage during her reign, created by the artist Ian Rank Broadley. This design was introduced in 1998 and featured a more mature portrait of the Queen, facing to the right, with her hair up and a subtle crown visible. The obverse, front, of the 1996 one-penny coin features the image of Queen Elizabeth II. The inscription around the edge reads, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina FD, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription has appeared on all British coins since the reign of Queen Elizabeth II began. The reverse, back, side of the coin shows the image of a copper penny, specifically the design of a single, stylized rose, a symbol of England, surrounded by a cluster of leaves. The words "one penny" are inscribed along the top, while 1996 is displayed along the bottom, denoting the year of minting. In 1996, the Royal Mint, based in Llantrisant, Wales, produced the one-penny coins. The minting process has evolved over the centuries, but still follows a similar structure in modern times. The Royal Mint has produced coins for the UK and many other countries, and it is famous for its meticulous attention to detail and security. While the 1996 penny was minted in large numbers, it was not the only year for the one-penny coin. The coins from different years, like 1992 and 1997, were also in circulation, and each year had small changes in design and composition. The total number of one-penny coins minted in 1996 is difficult to pin down, but it was estimated to be in the hundreds of millions. The year 1996 was a momentous year in the UK, reflecting the challenges and changes of the 1990s. Here are some key historical events from that year. Political landscape. John Major was the Prime Minister of the UK in 1996, leading a Conservative government. Major had been in office since 1990, and his leadership continued into the mid-1990s until Tony Blair's Labour Party took power in 1997. Economic situation. The UK economy was recovering from a recession in the early 1990s. In 1996, the country saw low inflation and steady growth, but there were growing concerns about unemployment and economic inequality. European Union. The United Kingdom was an active member of the European Union in 1996, although the country was notably cautious about deeper political integration. This would remain a point of contention throughout the years, eventually leading to Brexit in 2016. Geography. Geographically, the UK in 1996 was composed of 4 constituent countries: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The political landscape was shaped by debates over devolved government, particularly the Scottish and Welsh devolution movements, which culminated in referenda and the establishment of parliaments in 1998. Northern Ireland was embroiled in conflict during the 1990s, known as the Troubles, but in 1996, the peace process was beginning to take shape. In 1996, the one-penny coin played a significant role in everyday transactions. While the penny was a small denomination, it was still an important part of the British monetary system. Pennies were commonly used in small-scale purchases and were still viewed as a functional currency, even as inflation eroded their purchasing power. The value of the one-penny coin in 1996 would have been considerably higher than it is today due to inflation. For example, a 1996 penny would have been worth roughly 1.5 times more than it is today. Over time, the British public has become less reliant on pennies due to inflation and the cost of production, and debates have occasionally arisen about whether to eliminate the penny altogether. The 1996 one-penny coin, like other coins from the 1990s, is an important part of the numismatic history of the United Kingdom. Over time, the coin may become a collector's item due to its age, design, and place in history. Collectability. Coins minted in large numbers like the 1996 one-penny coin are not typically valuable as rare items, but they hold historical significance for collectors. Some coin collectors may be interested in specific years or eras in minting, as these can affect a coin's value. Cultural and economic symbolism. The one-penny coin is also a symbol of the UK's cultural and economic history. It reflects the country's traditional coinage system and represents the continued importance of small denominations in everyday life. Impact on modern currency. Over the years, the one-penny coin's usage has been gradually phased out in favor of digital transactions, and the debate about whether to eliminate the coin entirely has gained traction. Despite this, the 1996 one-penny coin remains a nostalgic reminder of Britain's past. The 1996 Elizabeth II one-penny coin offers a window into the UK's history, including its monarchy, economy, and cultural context. As a piece of currency, it was a small but essential part of the British monetary system. As a symbol of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, it provides insight into the long-lasting influence of the monarchy during a time of great political, economic, and social change.